Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you so deliciously wherever you are in the world. So 2, 3, 2, 1, beam me up my juicy little lads. Thank you, little lads, you're delicious and bright. We'll have to see if they stay on now. My delicious little babies now then. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I was just about to mention the weather. 20 passes back. And I hope that you too are having a super duper and wonderful time wherever you are in the world, and that life is also treating you most wonderfully. So much love to everybody, my delicious babies. Now then, weather in our neck of the woods in the old UK, well, it's rather chilly today. So the old heating's been on, bless. Also, it's rather still outside, so there's no real wind to speak of, and it's dry. Okay, my delicious babies, that's the weather forecast in my neck of the woods. It could differ in other places. Okay, my delicious babies. Now then, so we hear that, what is it now, that weapons, see they keep going on and off, the weapons in, I'm just trying to stay still, the weapons from the UK going to Ukraine, well, apparently, only according to what I'd seen, that apparently there's no more weapons. The UK's run out of weapons for Ukraine to help Ukraine. Yeah, okay. So we hear many things, don't we? Then we've hearing about, what's his name, that flipping Kermit the Frog, flipping Rishi Sunak, to do with the war on, because obviously everybody's getting peed off, aren't they? They're getting peed off with the ULEZ, they're getting peed off with lots of other things. Do you see what I mean, right? So, so what Kermit the Frog is saying in the old UK is, is pretending everybody, okay, there we are, we must understand this now, that he wants to help, those of us out here. Well, the fact of the matter is, my delicious little babies, no, he does not, okay? And I'm at that stage, right, my delicious little babies, okay? So it's not to any of you, my delicious little babies, and thank you to anybody even watches my videos. So thank you, God bless you all. I'm just getting mighty peed off, my delicious little babies. I mean, I'm not even going to say it's a stage I'm going through. I'm just getting peed off with it, okay? Because, it just seems to me that, not a lot are, I'm not going to say everybody, no, I am not, okay, my delicious little babies, but you've still got ones who believe in our sharty UK, there we are, governments. Okay, my delicious babies. Now then, and of course, you've got, what's his name, Nigel Farage. Well, he was wearing a mouthpiece. One of these mouthpieces, like, that you speak into. And, well, it looked very much to me like something that, let's just say the WEF would use. A similar sort of thing, really. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes, I just do not, with me, my delicious little babies, I do not trust any of them. Simple things. I do not trust any of them, okay? They're all lying, twisted pieces of shit that you wouldn't even wipe off your shoe. That is what they are, my delicious little babies. I'm not going to change. Okay, they're little men, little women in little suits. That is what they are. Okay, and nothing more and nothing less. Okay, and this is what I'm just getting paid off with it now. I'm getting paid off with the old flipping Polly, Polly and Ticks. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? The whole lot's peeing me off. I mean, why is it taking so long? I mean, I was listening to who was it now this morning? Oh, God bless them. And of course, with anybody not in that way, right? I was listening to, on BitChute, my delicious little babies, Mahoney, David G. Mahoney, and Nicholas Veniami, okay? Because, they've been working together, do you know what I mean? They're friends, for years, right? And, well, the thing is, and of course, David, God bless him, David Mahoney, he uploaded it onto his BitChute channel. Do you see what I mean? Yes? And, he was done saying it. what I've been saying, there we are, for how long now? Do you see? And others. I mean, how many times does everything have to be in everybody's birth races? I'm not going to say everybody. I must just rewind and start again, okay? I'm not talking about everybody, but for the others, right? When are others, okay? When it's in your birth races, when are others, and we have to say, God bless, when are they going to wake up? It's like, you see, with me, I find it really frustrating. Really, absolutely frustrating. Do you see what I mean? Because the longer that this is taking, right, is the longer, because this is what's happening, my delicious little babies, yes, because others just simply are just either not choosing to wake up, God bless, which I've been saying before, I keep repeating it, I feel like a flipping stuck record, okay? You've got others who are just saying, oh, you know, we still, you know, we need somebody to lead us. No, we do not. You see? And this is my frustrations. And then we've got is it Ohio, where there's a large number of, God bless the beautiful dear little souls, young bairns going missing. Okay? And the same was happening in, God bless them all, in Maui. Okay, where all the fires was. God bless the beautiful dear little souls. Okay? And of course, you know, going back years ago, there we are, which we already knew about as well, Haiti. So there seems to be a common thing going on here, doesn't there, my delicious little babies, do you say? So, I mean, and then I'm noticing, you know, on some channels, in fact, I get that frustrated, I don't even want to watch now. That's just how I feel, my delicious little babies, because you see, you got some who, you know, on the channels, right, this is the best way to explain it now, and I'm just done saying it, right, I just say, there we are, just say it the way it is, okay? You've got some where they actually have really interesting guests on, okay, which I will say so myself, okay, but you've got others that is very clear to me, okay, and I've been flipping, there we are, I've been watching this a long time, okay, believe me on that one, right? And where they are, you know, they're not, I do not feel anyway, where they're going on, right, onto somebody else's channel, yes, and say if somebody's got the name out there, yes, let's just say for an example, yes, and, but they're only going on just to make their channels or, you know, or whatever they speak about, you know, to big up their channels or something, there we are. Do you see what I mean, my little babies? Anyway, there was one yesterday, I just, you know, there was just so much into it and I just didn't want to listen to it. Just didn't want to listen. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, I just feel that it's irritating. Do you see what I mean, my little babies? Yes. And of course, as long as all this continues, and as long as, you know, one's believing our, not for all, like I said, you know, for ones who still believe in our putrid flipping effing governments, right? Well, this is, there we are, this is just taking longer. Do you see? When if everybody, you know, I'm not talking about myself, I mean, I'm very flipping capable. Do you understand what I mean? Yes? And there's some other delicious little babies, not in that way out there, okay? Where they're very capable. Do you see what I mean? But if we all just said no, right? All of this, there we are, all of this would just end. Yes, there we are. Yes, it would. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Simple things. I mean, the flipping, I mean, right now in the UK, right? I mean, you look on YouTube and what are you seeing? Oh, flipping politics, flipping, what is it, Downing Street and all these things, right? To me, I said it before, I'm going to repeat it again, right? They're taking the effing pee. That's what they're doing. The putrid governments. Do you see what I mean? That's what they're doing. And when are others? And to be honest, I've even got peed off now even looking at comments. It's got that bad. Do you know what I mean? I'm just peed off with it. Because, I mean, in the UK, our putrid, flipping, pathetic, flipping Egypts in the flipping governments, right, are taking the effing pee out of us, right? They're always lying through their effing teeth. Filthy, dirty, scummy, effing liars is what they are. And then, of course, you've got certain medias who are covering this, right? Alternative. Right? And I'm just thinking, you know, because you see, here's my thoughts on things, right? So I'm just going to have my thoughts on things, yes? And I'm going to speak out loud, okay? See, what it is, we have been put into positions, yes, where you're working for this, you're working for that, you're doing this thing, that thing, and the next thing now, yes? So for some, what they do, you can tell, I can tell the ones, okay, my delicious little babies, believe me on that one, where, you know, it's like, if they didn't have this, they didn't have that, you know, to talk about and things like this. It's almost as if, you know, oh, well, what would they do with their life, you know, or what profession would they go in, or something like this, yes? But because we've been put, because each and every one of us in our lives, my delicious little babies, and our generations, God bless the beautiful, dear little souls, okay, before us. Do you understand what I mean? Who are very sadly no longer with us, okay? God bless them, okay? Well, we've all been enslaved, okay, my delicious little babies, in one way or another, okay? Now, the thing is, if we, you know, if you could just, you know, sort of envision, you know, like a different life, you know, where everything would be far more laid back, you know, you wouldn't have to, you know, say these reporting, you know, on a load of flipping shart, because that's what it is, my delicious babies, a load of shart, right? And you could just be, say, like leisure free. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? I actually feel myself, and I've watched enough videos, believe me on that one, right, to know that if some did not have, like where they, you know, just talking about this putrid flipping effing UK government, right, crock of shart, right, that if they didn't have that, they'd actually, you know, be a bit, you know, a little bit sorry, lost, see how I stumbled then. Do you see? But what's feeding our putrid UK effing governments, yes, is in some of the alternative media, just like the box in the corner of the room. It's what's feeding them. And then, of course, what do we get in return? They're making an effing hurly show of us. It's the Irish saying, a hurly effing show of us. Do you see, my delicious little babies? And like I said before, and I'm going to repeat again, like when they were saying to send, they call them troops, you know, everything seems to be from America to flipping UK, right? So they're sending soldiers, they're sending a navy in, right, for a war that isn't even ours, okay, my delicious babies, because in reality, none of us would want to ever go to war. Well, I certainly would not. Do you know what I mean? And do not, do you see? I mean, this is what I'm saying. This is why I'm peed off, my delicious little babies, and I'm not going to change, I'm not going to change. But if we stopped talking about these putrid, I mean, I mention them, okay? I mention them because we see, I keep saying, just boot them all out. There we are, get rid of them. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, yes? Then we wouldn't have all of these problems. None of us would. We'd have no problems, you know, be able to sort everything out, be able to sort ourselves out. Do you see what I mean? And we could live in a much more beautiful world. But while others are feeding, because that's what it is, because these like little flipping effing vampires, do you see what I mean, my little babies? Yes, and they feed off the energy of the public. That's what they feed off. Do you see? And then they want one against the other against the other, like that. But when you look at it, they're all in the same flipping pot. They all pee in the same pot. None of them are here for us. I keep saying it, and this is around the world globally with putrid governments. They're not here to help anybody apart from themselves. And like I said before, I'm going to keep repeating it, right, till I'm blue in the flipping effing face at birth race. At the end of the day, let me tell you, they've been used themselves. But of course, there we are, ding, ding, dong, dong. They're that flipping thick that they do not even realise it. The silly little twats and flipping plebs that they are. Do you say? There's ones out here, yes, could flipping effing buy and sell these twats. Do you see what I mean, my little babies? Pee all over them. Do you say? Because unlike them, in our putrid UK governments, others out here, ding, ding, dong, dong, actually have a flipping noddle. And there's many, there we are, who do have flipping common sense. But these do not have common sense. They're reading off a sheet. And who gives them the sheet to read off? Do you see what I mean, my little babies? And I'm going to keep saying it. But no, the whole lot's getting me peed off. And it's even now, I've even got to the stage, my little babies, where there's certain channels are just, I'm just not watching anymore. No, just not watching them. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. I'm just not going to watch them anymore. You know, because I'm just that peed off with it. I really am. I'm peed off with it. Do you see what I mean? Because like I said, we could just end this. I mean, even our lovely, not in that way, our lovely David Icke and his lovely dear sons, okay, Gareth and Jamie, okay, we're all saying it. Do you see what I mean? You just say no, get rid of it. There we are, just get rid of them. Do you know what I mean? You just, let them crawl back under their flipping sterns, the little putrid little creatures and critters that they are. Do you see what I mean, my little babies? But whilst they're being fed, okay, and ones will go, oh yes, but give them, right? While they're doing that, right, they're continuing, there we are, to take the effing pee out of us. Anyway, I've had my flipping moan. And I'm going to keep moaning, let me tell you. I'm not going to stop. No, I'm not. Do you see what I mean, my little babies? Anyway, let me make a start, shall we? So what have we got here now then? So we got Jeff Barr's cars. I've mentioned him before. God bless. Relax, there we are. Jeff Barr's cars, okay? Now, with Jeff, God bless him, he's now up to 80.1 thousand subscribers. 80.1 thousand subscribers, my little babies, okay? Now, the video that you're looking for should read, and it's in YouTube, my little babies, your EV, electric vehicle, is going to kill you. Malfunctioning MG madness, okay? My little babies, so I'll just repeat that once again. Your EV is going to kill you. Malfunctioning MG madness. Okay, my little babies, and that's Jeff Barr's cars with a G, not a J, okay? My little babies. Now, Jeff, I found, okay, because he talks about cars, which, me personally, I'm interested in those type of videos. Do you see what I mean? Yes, because I'm very interested in, nobody knows every single make of a car, no, okay? But what I will say is I'm very interested in the material that he gives out on his videos. Do you see what I mean, my little babies? I just found him, not in that way, but I found him interesting. He doesn't talk a crock of shat, you see? And he was also talking about, which I never mentioned actually, I feel really bad about that, but anyway, where we heard about, which I heard the other day, a bus driver and a young lass, God bless them both, were passed away. The driver wasn't feeling very well or something. Okay, yeah, I've seen that story, yes. Well, I was talking about over the months when I've been looking on a bit of shooting out of little babies, that there was others. I mean, there was one in, where was it, Turkey, where a driver to a bus lost control. There was another one, where was that? Can't remember now. Anyway, I know I mentioned a couple of them, you know, I mean, videos months ago, okay? And there was even one where it was all went, this single-decker bus, right? Where it all went sort of at night, fluorescent, you know, so when ones are stepping on, okay? You never had normal lighting on the bus. It was like a kind of a fluorescent light, like a kind of a, what colour was it now? Was it like a bluey, purpley? It was, you know, like one of those fluorescent, yeah. I was done saying all this, there we are, months ago. My little babies. Do you say? So, you know, where others were losing control of the bus, you know, and things were happening to the drivers, shall we say. Do you see what I mean, my little babies? I was already done saying it months ago. Do you say? Well, I'm pretty sure that we'll know what caused, weren't we? My little babies. Do you see what I mean? Okay? And of course, you know, so that's, God bless, another 2 lives lost. You say? Anyway, but yeah, this video is really good, Martin Little Babies. It's really good. Jeff Barr's cars, yeah. He's just an interesting gentleman to listen to. Do you understand what I mean? And not only that, but I mean, he talks about lots of different things, but he doesn't, let's just say, he doesn't ramble on constantly, you know, like about the governments, about all these things. You know, he actually talks about other things, Martin Little Babies, okay? But, you know, his main is to do with cars, do you see? Very interesting to listen to, yeah. Oh, and one more thing, yesterday I was listening to Carl Vernon, and now I know about this, Martin Little Babies, right? I know about this, right? And I've been seeing it a lot. And I even did a video, when was it? It's got to be a few months ago now, where I was in Brummy Town Centre, you know, and I was showing where there was actually trees, you know, when others are walking, you know, to go and do their shopping or go to work or whatever they're doing, and I was showing it. And what Carl Vernon on YouTube, Martin Little Babies, what he was showing this morning, anyway, was that they're chopping down the trees, you know, like in town centres and stuff. Yeah, well, that doesn't surprise me. But the video that he showed where it's like green, so they're replacing the poor trees, God bless, with this green, which looks like lurgy. The point of the matter is, that was on BitChute. There we are. Long time ago. My delicious little babies. On BitChute, long time ago. Nothing against dear Carl, God bless him. Do you know what I mean? Yes. I don't mean it in that way, yes. But I've seen that long time. There we are. Do you see what I mean? Anyway. So that's nothing new. But yes, and Jeff was making a point as well that somebody had contacted him, I think sent him an email, bless, to say that there's a train, you know, this, who emailed Jeff Barr's cars, this gentleman, to say that his mum, there's a train that goes past, you know, his mum's home every day, and it's full of logs. But of course, you know, where are they going? Well, you see, this is what I'm saying, right? You see, I noticed, you know, there's trees over the lake, you know, where occasionally I will take little roofs. I prefer to walk around other places. Do you understand what I mean? Because I'm not very trusting, you know, because you never know if a large animal's just going to flipping pop out of nowhere. There we are. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, so it's more like for protection. Do you see what I mean, Martin? Little babies, anyway. But yeah, chopping down the trees there, okay? On our road, further on down, you've got massive, you know, the really old trees. And yeah, chopping that off them. Do you see what I mean? And then, and I've noticed that they've been doing it in the past, especially the past couple of years. And even on other roads, noticed that the trees have been chopped down. I thought, well, that tree's not there anymore. Do you see what I mean, Martin Little Babies? Yes, it seems to be certain ones that they're chopping down. Do you see? And I've been noticing, there we are, long time. Just like, when was it? A couple of days ago. There was loads of, what is it, to do with the water. And I said, well, what are you doing? And like, you know, you had like a lot of, you know, workmen, yes, and my beautiful dear little friend, you know, she was actually on the dog and burn me, because I do not take my dog and burn out very often. The only reason why I took it out is because she wanted to talk to me about something important. Do you see what I mean? My delicious little babies, that's the reason. So I said, well, come on then. I said I'm taking my little beautiful little Ruby Tuesday out, you know, because little beautiful little Maisie Moo can walk herself, she can, God bless. And I happened to ask the, you know, one of the gentlemen, the workers, yeah, I said, so what are you doing? And they're all getting it all done, and it's plastic. And I forgot what he said it was now. Anyway, because I said, well, what are you doing? I said, you're doing it all along here? And he said, yes. There was asked to replace something, you know, in the ground with all this plastic and all that, yeah. I forgot what it's flipping called now. I should have, you know, just filmed it. And I was in two minds, but because I was on a dog and burn, I couldn't, do you understand what I mean? I said, oh, thank you for letting me know. He said, yes, he says, we've just been asked, you know, to come and do this. So, yeah. They made sure it was all along the road. The one of the parts of our road. Do you see what I mean, my delicious baby? So what's all that about then? Anyway. So, yes, so, yeah, this is, you know, we've been seeing this, you know, with the trees and everything, yeah. So, they're clearly up to something. Do you see to me, my delicious babies? But, of course, you know, I know this anyway. And really, for others, God bless them, you know, have been reporting, there we are on this, they know it as well, God bless them. Do you say? Anyway, so the next video, so that's that. So yeah, if you was to listen to the Jeff Barr's cars, not in that way, yeah, you'll find it interesting, my delicious babies, yes. Okay, please and thank you. I'm really pleased that his numbers are going up as well. That's excellent. And even with Carl Vernon, bless him, you know, he was on, what was he on? Let me just have a look. Where are you, Carl? Yes, 26.2 thousand. Now he's on 26.3. So keep up the excellent work, Jeff and Carl. Okay, my delicious babies, yes. So I'm really pleased that the numbers are going up, yes. Now then, so there's something else I want to say now, my delicious babies, right? So I've had my mern, but to me, there we are, rightfully so, okay? But yes, ones just need to, there we are, be paying attention to things, you know. I know it's difficult sometimes, my delicious little babies, when others have got busy lives and all these things now. Do you see what I mean? I was busy, Lizzie, you know, for flipping years. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? But now I'm more, what would I say? I'm more laid back, chill. Do you understand what I mean? But I've gone through, you know, where you got 2 and 3 flipping jobs and everything, and you know what I mean, here, there, and flipping effing everywhere. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Yes, I mean, and of course, you know, bringing up my beautiful little daughters, you know, I'm doing all these things now. Do you see what I mean? Yes, but these days, yeah. But so it means, I suppose, in a way, I can, you know, pay, there we are, more attention to things. Do you see what I mean? But of course, you know, not everybody can, but it's like everything's going on, there we are, in plain sight. Do you say? Okay, and I'm always asking, you know, if I sit with the workmen, oh, the sun has got his hat on, hip, 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 hooray, oh, it's decided to sunshine now. So, yeah, so, you know, and I do ask questions, do you say, my delicious little babies? But, I mean, at the same time, you cannot blame the workers, because, I mean, for most of them, God bless, well, they wouldn't even, to be honest, God bless him, but do the research anyway. I mean, he just explained to me, that gentleman who's doing, you know, in the ground, he just said, we've just been asked to come and do it. Do you see what I mean? So don't question. Do you say? Okay, but I'm pretty sure that if they did start to research, God bless, and that means ones in these kind of professions and that, I'm pretty sure they would put the tools down. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Just stumbled then. Right, the next one, this has 50.9 thousand subscribers, my delicious little babies. They're stumbling again here. On YouTube, okay, my delicious little babies. And this is, I don't know if you remember this song, my delicious little babies, yes? I haven't heard it flipping years, actually, right? And it's on YouTube. And the uploader is called Chubby Checker. You know Chubby Checker, my delicious little babies. Now, for some of you, you all know, won't you? Oh, God bless. Anyway, and the song is Chubby Checker. Let's twist again, like we did last summer. Do you know what I mean? That song. Yeah, let's twist again, like we did last year. You know, that song. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I don't know. I wrote it down. There we are. I wrote it down. Okay, my delicious babies. Mind you, we've got a lot of flipping twisted in these putrid governments, haven't we? My delicious little babies. Yes. Anyway, so there's that song. Yeah. So that's really good. You know, just to have a little listen to. It just popped into me noddle. You know, when I was and looking at other videos yesterday evening. So I just thought I'm just gonna mention this. Do you see what I mean? My delicious little babies. Now then, so that's that one to be taken off. Anyway, the next one, my delicious little babies. Okay, so what have we got here now? So we've got, this is on YouTube, my delicious little babies. They're all on YouTube today, okay? My delicious little babies. This uploader happens to have 415,000 subscribers, my delicious little babies. 415,000 subscribers. So I'm pleased about that because it was on 413, then 414, now 415. So yeah, so I'm really pleased about that. Okay, and it's our little Neil McCoy Ward. So you'd only have to type it in, my delicious little babies, because some of them I do repeat advertise. Okay, it's my choice to do so. I just give out information. Yes. Now then, the video that you'll be looking for with Neil McCoy Ward in the old space bar, my delicious babies in YouTube, should read, "The plan to stop you flying." Yes, 14 airlines go bankrupt, my delicious little babies. Yes, so I'll just repeat that again, shall I? The plan to stop you flying. 14 airlines go bankrupt. Okay, my delicious little babies, that's with Neil McCoy Ward on YouTube, who has 415,000 subscribers, my delicious little babies, okay? Now then, so we're going to tick that off, yes. So, well, of course, I've been mentioning, haven't I, my delicious little babies, which I have. And I also mentioned that I watched a video, I said this on one of my other videos, when was it? Weeks and weeks and weeks ago now. I can't remember how many weeks actually, but I know for a fact, and if I go back in my book, I know that I've talked about this, okay? I happened to see on BitChute, my delicious little babies, where, like, I was talking about, the fuel charge, the fuel charges to do with planes, when actually, only according to the video I'd watched, my delicious little babies, only according to the video that I'd watched, well, that the planes do not have fuel, my delicious little babies. That's the video that I watched, my delicious little babies. I mean, you would have to look for that video yourself. There we are, to and then just draw yourself to your own conclusions, my delicious little babies. Like where they put a charge for this and a charge for that and a charge for the next thing. Yes, constant charges. Yes. And like I said before, I'll repeat again, at one time, they could not wait to get everybody on planes, could they? My delicious little babies could not wait, okay? Because, of course, with the weather being so flipping effing shat in the old UK half of the time, okay? Well, the fact of the matter is that, so what do others want to do? God bless them, and families and stuff. Well, I want to... come fly with me, let's fly away. Do you see what I mean? Because, of course, the weather's just so shat in the UK half the time, it really is. Do you see what I mean? So what others want to do is get a bit of the old vitamin D, do you see what I mean? And just trap somewhere else for a couple of weeks, do you say? But now, of course, it seems like, we know who, and the little lackeys are getting most peed off with us. Do you see what I mean? Because maybe we're not all doing what they're wanting us to do. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? So it's like, you've been a naughty boy, you've been a naughty girl, so we're going to remove your flying. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Just the same with cars, isn't it? Like they do not want anybody driving. Do you see? My delicious little babies. But of course, it's all right for those. Do you see what I mean? They could fly wherever they want and drive wherever they want. Do you see? But not for us. Not for the it's what do they call the pheasants? Not for us out here. Do you see what I mean? Okay. So yeah, that's interesting to listen to. Okay, these videos are not long, my delicious babies. Now finally, what I want to say. So I've had my moan, right, and I've given the 3 piece, the last one now. That's the 4th one. Yeah, I was listening to, I mentioned Nigel Watson before. He's on YouTube as well, My Delicious Little Babies. Okay, now, with Nigel Watson, he's now up to, that's the uploader, My Delicious Little Babies. He's the uploader, God bless. He's up to 15.6 thousand subscribers, My Delicious Little Babies. 15.6 thousand subscribers. So he's gone up 1,000 more, okay? With me, he should have, there we are, far more. Okay, My Delicious Little Babies, he should have far more subscribers. Okay, My Delicious Little Babies, that's just my view, okay? Me personally, I'm not, I'm very happy with my subscribers, My Delicious Little Babies. You're all so beautiful, okay, for whoever you are. But to be honest, I'm not bothered about myself. Do you understand what I mean? Just as long as the information that I give out, there we are, keep repeating this, the information that I give out, maybe others can go and have a look on these videos that I give out information on, yes. And then if others, even if it's one, even if it's two, and they happen to find that particular video interesting, then they can pass it on, you know, to somebody else in their dog and burn, do you see? So even if it's just one or two, do you see what I mean? It helps others, do you see? My Delicious Little Babies, so that's that. So yeah, Nigel, God bless, you know, please God that he gets more. Do you see what I mean? Because he's actually a fascinating, not in that way, and very fascinating gentleman to listen to. Do you see? My Delicious Little Babies. Now then, what caught my attention, so I'll just tell you the video, please, that he put up, okay? Should read, do you have a brand ID? My Delicious Little Babies, I'll just repeat that once again. Do you have a brand ID? Okay, and then that's my book closed now, okay? Now, what Nigel's talking about, right, and it's very interesting. Now, I've talked about, you know, different things, yes, okay? And, you know, one of the things that I was talking about, you know, on one of my videos, okay, mind you, I probably mentioned it on a couple of videos, actually, I'm sure, is that, you see, when you've got these, well-known names, okay, My Delicious Little Babies, yes, okay, well, of course, you know, it's like what you'd call a status thing, isn't it? Do you see what I mean, My Delicious Little Babies? It's like, you know, I'm wearing a, you know, I got him turtly. I got Nigel turtly, okay? Because I've thought the same, there we are, for a long time now. Yeah, he is, okay? My Delicious Little Babies, yes? And even myself, when I was in my, early 20s, okay? Yes, you know, you have the jewellery, you have the clothes, you have the, do you understand what I mean? Yes? But, you know, and then you have things, you know, and then you've got all the top perfumes and all these things, yes? But when you look into things and you see things, there we are for what they really are. Do you see? My Delicious Little Babies. Well, I totally changed. It takes different stages to change. Do you see what I mean? To change your thought pattern. Do you see? But usually you will get, say, somebody who wears, I don't know, let me just have a think, yeah? So you could have somebody who may wear, say, a boss, like a boss, what did I call it? Like a boss, it could be anything, couldn't it? T-shirt or, you know, or I don't know. Let me think of another one. Lacoste, Nack, you know, just different names, okay? You know, and at the end of the day, you have ones where, say, you know, they pay, I don't know, let's just for argument's sake, mind you, I've known plenty who've done that, okay, in my decades, you know, they'll pay 80 or 90 quid for a T-shirt, you know, and things like this now, yes, anyway. So, you know, and like suits, you know, like boss suits and things like that, do you see what I mean? It's just like, let's look at something else, Rolexes, Cartier, do you see what I mean, My Delicious Little Babies, yes? You know, and others, you know, just want a great big rock on their finger. Do you see what I mean? My delicious little babies, yes, or big rocks for earrings. Do you see what I mean? My delicious little babies, yes. But when you actually look at, well, what does it all mean? My delicious little babies, well, you see, and I spent years, do you see what I mean? My delicious little babies, you know, and it does take a while, okay, to change your thought pattern. Do you see? Because it's like programming. So you're programmed. Oh yes, well if you have this particular brand, do you see what I mean? Oh, you know, it's how you look to others. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? So I got Nigel Turtley. Okay, my delicious little babies. He wasn't naming the brands. Do you see what I mean? But I got where he was coming from. And then, of course, you know, he's talking about eager and all these, there we are, and all these things now. Yes, and I've seen it, there we are, over the decades myself. You know, and the flashy cars and all these things. Do you know what I mean? Yes. But who's it really helping more than anybody? Well, it's helping these companies, isn't it, my delicious little babies, yes? And then others, you know, they go to work and do you understand what I mean? And I've known plenty, you know, and they save up and they just say, oh, you know, so I can get this pair of trainers or I can get this T-shirt. Do you say? My delicious little babies, yes? So it was a very interesting video that I was listening to with Nigel, you know, Nigel Watson. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? And he's done saying it, which is what there we are, I thought for years. Do you see what I mean? Yes. Like at one time, I would have had more expensive, there we are, clothes. Do you know what I mean? Jewellery, everything, but no. No. Not when you see the price, okay? Not only for yourself, but others, you know, in these sweatshops and all that, you know, and others, God bless the beautiful little souls, you know, for all of them, you know, having to dig things, you know, just for the Western world to have luxuries. I just see things from a different point of view, my delicious little babies, yes, okay? So, you know, I mean, I've got some lovely tops, do you know what I mean? And they're not expensive. I've been there, done it, got T-shirts, there we are. Believe me on that one. Do you see what I mean? And I think, well, they're just as lovely. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? You know, well made. Do you see? But of course, you know, that is not what others, shall we say, want. Do you see? They want others out there, you know, out here, sorry, to buy all of the more expensive. Do you see what I mean? My delicious little baby. So if you look at it again, it's like a circle. Well, it's like enslaving you, isn't it? It's enslaving you again to get the ka-ching, to pay for these expensive items of clothing and footwear. Do you see? My delicious little babies, yes? Anyway, so that's my video. So yeah, really interesting videos to take a listen to. You know, just a little bit of time out your day or night, my delicious little babies. And that's me finished now, so let's lights off. So yeah, so it's all about changing your, changing your thought pattern. Caught me hair now. Sorry, my delicious little babies. It's all about changing your thought pattern. It's like lately I've been seeing, you know, the older cars. I've seen this little motorhome that was driving up our road. When was it? The other day, driving up our road, and it was about 3 days ago. And it was R-edged, you know, because I've got a habit of looking at car edges. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? I've done it since I was little, okay? And it was R-edge. It was a really old, you know, motorhome. And I thought, yes, and I actually spoke out loud when I was walking my beautiful and delicious little Ruby Tuesday. And I spoke out loud and I said, look at that. And he's still going. Do you know what I mean? So either he must have, whoever was driving it, you know, must have either a really good mechanic, or unless he does mechanics himself. Do you see? But you can never go wrong. Marzlish babies. I mean, I've seen another. When was it? I don't know if you remember Marzlish babies, the old Fiat Punter. Oh gosh, we're going back lots of years now. And even when I seen it and it was driving up the road, okay, the paintwork, it was red, but the paintwork, was faded, but it was, there we are, really old car. Do you see what I mean, Marzlish babies? Yes. And then, of course, you see in other little cars like the P-Reggies and do you see Marzlish babies? And they're usually in really good nick. Do you see? So, old, I feel myself that old is, especially old cars, they're the best cars. And not only that, but they were far better, there we are, far better made. And when I talk to others, who are into cars, and they agree with what I say. Because these days, they're not made as well. I personally do not feel so anyway. That's just my view. Anyway, that's the end of my video. So yeah, you've heard me have a moan. You've heard me, and of course I will continue to moan about the putrid government. But all it is with me, I just get frustrated, I get paid off, because we could just put an end to all of this, then there wouldn't be in a position, our putrid governments, to take the pee out of any of us. Do you see what I mean? Yes, because nobody would be watching, nobody would be interested, nobody would be voting for them. Do you see? My delicious babies. Anyway, so that's that. So please continue to lift the vibration and lift the frequency. Please give a listening ear because it's always very welcomed. And please take care of yourselves and please try to take care of others. And also a smile a day keeps the doctor away, just like crunch, crunch, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And if you like me, a moan a day keeps the doctor away. And believe you me, I can flipping moan. Do you see what I mean? My delicious babies. I just feel, I just get chased off sometimes. Anyway, not to worry, not to worry. Thank you again so very much to anybody who even takes time to listen to my video today. So thank you. God bless you all. Bright blessings to you all. Peace, love and harmony in each and every one of your lives, and for your beautiful little families and your beautiful little selves. Wishing you full protection always, okay, to surround you. And please give a pat on the back, a shake of the old hand to some family members, to some friends or to some work colleagues. Please tell them that they're super duper wonderful, super duper juicy and super duper delish, and that you love them so. So until my next video, thank you for listening. God bless. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.